Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Before you is the next project I'm going to run. I was going to try to get out there this week, but life happens. So it'll be next week before I can take this out. What's different about it? Well, it has these black straps on it. Seems like I went to Home Depot and made your typical boat stand. But in typical jet fashion, I have to modify it somehow. So, if you will, these are just off-the-shelf Velcro straps, kind of like battery straps, only longer. And here's what I did. I cut a slit in these PVC tubes long enough. I cut a slit long enough that I could get these straps in there. They're rapidly interchangeable. You can put any size boat on here, with the appropriate straps. So this one has a long one on this side and an average one on this side, and a couple of average ones back here. And lo and behold, now my boat is on my stand. Hello. What do you think of that? And I left these ends open thinking, they make these boat bags of various sizes, and you make a PVC frame to go inside of it. So I'm going to leave the option open to make a PVC frame that contains this, sort of like I did on the Swifter. So this can have that Swifter option. Now, through the magic of video, I'm going to make this boat disappear. It's going to vanish right in front of your very eyes, and two boats will appear in its place. Poof! And just like that, it's changed. This was the original Santee Sport Scale Hydro, the SSSH. And it was set up with a Mystery 3000, and setup's pretty basic. Motor, servo, running gear. Well, I tell you what. Now you're probably looking at this and saying, Dr. Jet, why do you have two of them? And as I sit here and look at them, I'm thinking, why do I have two of them? With as much running around as I get to do with these things, this one hasn't run in a long time. So I got to thinking, maybe, just maybe, is it in here? Yeah, there it is. Just maybe, just maybe, there, now it looks right. Maybe, just maybe, I need to make this a prize in the 2S challenge. What do you guys think? Any interest in this as a prize in the 2S challenge? Just thinking aloud. I've got a drive line set up for this thing. I finally got the bottoms trued up. I needed to add a little filler in this one corner. I need to still knock down just a little bit there. Needed to add a little filler in this one corner to get it square, and this one's kind of rounded off here, but I'm not going to bother with it. So this is going to take the place of that. And this is going to have a motor half the size of that. And we'll see if I can get a motor half the size of that to run as well as this motor. You can't get these motors anymore, and I sure liked them. They were like $10. I bought a bunch of them. So there you go, boys and girls. Just a quick update. This, of course, is the smaller twin brother to that thing. I have a plan for this, and I'm thinking of lots of different ideas. One idea would be to just make this shaft the length and put a propeller down here, and so have just the whole gear drive. It'll be this style gear drive, not this copy of an Ed Huey thing, but something like this. And that would be the whole system. You'd have the prop at this end, the gear at that end, that unit hanging here, and that's your whole drive system. So that's one of my thoughts. The other thoughts is, if I can lay these motors down flat and have a flex shaft bend down to the prop, then I can get a real low deck height. And so we'll see how the next project, you guys were questioning this as the next project, and now I'm talking about the next project. Speaking of the next project, this is for Big B. This is for Big B. I know there's something that got you scratching your head and using 4-letter words, but you got to get the Swifter running. You got to get the Swifter with the adjustable canard. You got to get that going. It was in the paint shop, and let me tell you this. I've had issues in the paint shop before where I have decided that a bath and lacquer thinner was the best approach. And I don't think Big B's that far. He might just have some sanding and touch-up to do, but do the sanding and touch-up. Until next time, jet out.